Hi, and welcome to this tour of Strong for Performance. I'm Meredith Bell, co-founder and president of Performance Support Systems, and we are the creators of this very powerful online coaching and development technology. I'll be showing you how you can use this tool to provide additional services with your coaching, consulting, and training services that you may be offering now. As you watch me go through the program, I'd like you to think about how you could apply this and use it with clients for applications such as one-on-one coaching, group coaching, after training follow-up, and even standalone development. This particular account that I'll be showing you today is for a person we've called Terry Morgan. Terry is a coach who is using the program with clients, and therefore she has her own admin dashboard where she can set up one-year subscriptions for each client in addition to accessing the user area. So you have the ability when you get this program to have your own dashboard as well as access all the content that your clients would be accessing as well. So I'm going to start here by giving you a tour of the user area, what your clients would see when they log in. There are three main areas in the program. The first is the coaching network, where they set up people who are going to serve as support or peer coaches for them as they use the system. The next element is a three-step process that we call focus, action, and reflection that helps them actually rewire their brain for a new skill. And finally, there's the ability to get feedback so they can find out initially what people would like them to focus on if they don't already have data that gives them that information. But they can also do quick 1-minute checkups to see how they're doing as they're working to improve a particular skill. So this program, as I mentioned, is a one-year subscription. They get 24/7 access to everything in the program. When they log in the very first time, they're going to see a welcome video and a quick start guide that tells them exactly what to do to get started using the program. There's also a more detailed resource called Power Tips for Max Success. After that very first login, in future logins, this is the home page they will see, where the topic that they're working on will be front and center, and they'll be able to choose from different activities that they can complete while they're here. Now, the beauty of this system is that it doesn't require a lot of time. One of the biggest concerns we hear people express is, I can't add one more thing to my plate. Well, the good news is they're only going to spend a few minutes in the program, 5 to 10 minutes max each time they log in, and then they might log in only 2 or 3 sessions per week. So we're talking 20 or 30 minutes as an investment of their time as they're working in the system. The real work is happening outside the program when they apply the skill. So the very first thing they're going to do is set up their coaching network. And this is where they will go to add people. Now, on the back end as the administrator, you can add yourself as the accountability coach. So your name will appear here automatically when they come to this area. They can then add anyone else that they would like to who's interested in their success and they feel would be a support to them. The persons that they choose do not have to have their own subscription to the program. So this could be someone in another department. It could be someone in another company, anyone that they feel would be useful and valuable for them as they work in the program. And we have a complete resource here that they can share with people who are going to serve in that role so they'll know what to expect. Once they've chosen the people who will be in their coaching network, then they're going to be going back and we're going to look at this focus, action, reflection. The first thing is they need to choose the topic they're going to focus on. We've built content based on our own background expertise and work as consultants and trainers ourselves in 2 major topic areas, people skills, and we have 24 different topics that are included in the program. In addition, we have 40 different personal strengths. And these you might think of as inner strengths or character strengths, but we define them as behavior patterns people need to engage when they are faced with obstacles, challenges, or even opportunities. What are included in each of these are videos, articles, audios, and other resources that they can use to help them learn how to improve in that particular skill. Once they've chosen that focus, it will appear here on their homepage, and each time they log in, they can click on this link to focus on a specific idea or technique that they could apply back on the job. So in this case, for listening, we have 3 different videos. We have a one-page guide for how to do listening well. We have an audio, and we have additional articles. So this program is not like a typical e-learning system where you've got modules and a specific curriculum to go through. This is more like just in time, where they log in and they choose a specific resource that they feel is going to be especially helpful for them as they apply this back on the job. Now, the resource itself is quite short. Typically, they'll take 3 to 5 minutes for someone to go through. And the real work, though, is here with these 2 questions. We ask them to jot down what insight or technique they feel is going to be helpful for them, and then what action they're going to take in the next 48 hours to actually apply this on the job. They save that exercise, and then they have the ability to share this with one or more of their coaches. So they would definitely share this with you as their accountability coach, and they might include some of their other support coaches. And then what happens is each of you will receive an email in your regular inbox with a link that takes you to the exercise and gives you the opportunity to enter in a comment, suggestion, or idea that then the individual using the program is able to come over to check messages and read the comments that have been made by each person for each exercise that's been completed. This is really valuable when someone is working to change a new skill. You know how, or to change an old habit, you know how challenging it can be to stick with it. So this kind of ongoing encouragement and coaching in between sessions with you will help keep that momentum going and keep them motivated to stay on track. The other thing that happens once they've completed the exercise and they've shared it with you as their coach, on the action page, the commitment they made to take action in the next 48 hours will appear on that page. They are then finished for that particular session and they log out. And then they're going to be looking for opportunities on the job to apply that skill. After they've applied it in a real situation, they're going to come back and complete a reflection exercise, which helps them process the experience, analyze what happened, why it happened that way, what the consequences were, and what they'll do differently going forward. This is a powerful way for them to learn from what happens to them, share it with you and their other coaches, and get helpful feedback and input that will be integrated with their own thinking as they face that next situation. So they'll bring the combined wisdom from your experience, that of other people, and their own to improve in the way that they perform that skill in the future. And this is a powerful way for them to rewire their brain over time. So that focus, action, and reflection is a key 3-step process. And once they've completed that, this button here stands for reps, and it will increase by 1 each time they complete a reflection exercise. So just like going to the gym to build muscle, they are building the pathway in their brain to make that skill or habit more comfortable going forward. Along the way, they can use this get feedback area. Initially, they can use it to self-assess on either the people skills or the personal strengths to determine which topic is most important for them to focus on first. They can share those results with you, and together you can decide what that number 1 topic should be. They also have the ability to ask for feedback initially, just like a self-initiated 360 process where they can send out a questionnaire to others who know their work firsthand to find out what they think their focus should be initially. And then as they're working on the skill, they can ask for what we call focused feedback. And this is a quick 1-minute survey that they can send out to a minimum of 3 people in their network to ask, how am I doing in this particular skill that I've been working on? So the individuals can rate the person and give 1 or 2 suggestions for how they could improve. The program consolidates those responses and presents them with an online report. They can share that report with you as a PDF, and they can ask for this kind of input on an ongoing basis, so you then and they are acquiring metrics that show if they are improving their scores over time. This is a great way for you to demonstrate to clients, both the individuals involved in the program and those who are investing in this program. It's a great way for you to show them a positive return on investment when their scores increase over time. Let's take a quick look now at the dashboard, which is the area you will use to set up their 1-year subscriptions. You can set up an individual subscription, so you can do them one at a time, or you can import a group of names and email addresses from Excel into the program and send out those notifications as a batch. Also, in this area, you can assign yourself as the accountability coach. The other neat thing you can do is set up people into groups. And so if you're doing one-on-one coaching, you could have a group of 1 for a specific leader that you're working with, or you could have a group of people who are in a cohort that have been part of a training program you've conducted or group coaching program that you're involved with. And what you do is you set up the user group name. In this case, we'll just go with the customer service supervisors, and to show you the different tasks that you can perform for a specific group. You can determine which of those standard topics they actually get access to. So you could hide all the topics related to people skills if you wanted to, or select just a couple that you want them to be able to see on that Choose a Focus page. So you have total control over which topics they actually see in the program. You can also add your own topics, as I'll show you in a second, and you can assign those here to specific groups. And this is where you can set up people to be in each other's coaching networks. So if you are working with people in a group, as a group, then you can assign them to automatically be in each other's coaching networks, which is really a time saver for them not having to set up individual names. Let's go over to this custom content area. I think you're going to love the fact that you can add links to your own content. So if you've created topics with videos and audios or articles that you want to share with your clients, you can create those topic areas yourself. Instead of uploading the content to our website, we're not a hosting service for your content, but you can link to it when you have it housed on, say, YouTube, Vimeo, or your own website. You can make that content accessible to your clients through this program. And we have a complete how-to guide for customizing the program with your content. You can also add links just to additional resources you would like them to have access to, such as your blog or leadership blogs that others have written that you feel are especially valuable, and you want to make those available. It's easy to do that as well. And you can customize and brand the program with your logo. You simply upload your logo and it replaces the Strong for Performance logo in the top left, so your clients will see yours when they log in. You also have the ability to monitor their use of the program and to contact them through the program if you want to give them a specific assignment. So you can also toggle back and forth between the dashboard and the user area, so at any time you can review content that you're interested in assigning to your clients. You could even use it for your own development if you wanted to. So this has been a brief tour of the Strong for Performance program. Thank you so much for joining me.